in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is KOLD News 13, live.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Kana Whitworth.
And I'm Scott Kilberry. Here's a look at what's happening right now on KOLD News 13 Live this morning. Did you protect your home from the bitter blast overnight? If not, now is the time to take action. Even colder weather is moving in right now.
That plus stone cold. The bitter blast has the potential of creating some very unique problems for the gem show. What vendors are doing to protect their valuables.
And as we take a live look from the Windy City, Chicago this morning, very cold there. Tucson is not the only part of the country dealing with late-breaking weather. A colossal blizzard roaring across a third of the country, paralyzing the nation's heartland with ice and snow.
Yeah, so it's almost the first time in history in some places in the Midwest that we're seeing schools shut down, roads are shut down. It's a scary deal, Aaron.
It is. The blizzard was huge. In fact, Chicago O'Hare was actually had some major delays, lots of cancellations yesterday, even cancellations today. Even though the airport is open, they're just limiting traffic into the airport. So out of Tucson, I looked at Tucson International Airport a little bit earlier. Yeah, they did cancel some flights. Now here in southern Arizona, we're not worried about the ice. We're too dry, but we do have the cold. 22 in Tucson here, getting ready to head out the door in a half hour at 7 a.m., 15 in Nogales. And by lunchtime, check this out, still in the 30s, 36 in Tucson, barely above freezing in Nogales. Now, this evening, heading home from work, 39 degrees Tucson. We're maybe lucky to see a 41 as our high today, 31 in Sierra Vista at 7 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning, it's going to get much, much worse. Check this out on Thursday morning in the teens in Tucson, single digits, Sierra Vista, Nogales, Mount Lemon, Joan. Not a day to go up there. They're going to be below zero on Thursday morning.
Absolutely. You'd have to really bundle up to go up there, and you need chains or four-wheel drive after Windy Point. So that's something to keep in mind, too. Looking live to I-10, we can see that there are no problems at Miracle Mile. Here's eastbound traffic moving with me here, and there are no problems. Now, you mentioned something about ice. Now, in order to keep the roads safe this morning, city crews were busy taking some precautions last night, even with only a slim chance of there being enough moisture to form that ice. They sprayed bridges with magnesium chloride. That should last about 10 days unless it rains. Crews are monitoring about 70 bridge decks.
Well, this year's Gem, Mineral, and Fossil Showcase is in full swing right now, and thousands of people have come to Tucson expecting our year-round nice weather. A lot of people in, though, for a surprise these next couple of days. KOLD News 13's David Gonzalez joins us live from downtown with more on what vendors are having to do. Hey, David.
Hey, good morning, Kana. Like you said, I'm here off Congress and I-10 at one of the many gem shows that are around Tucson, and I spoke to some vendors who said that they are not concerned about the cold weather, but about the gems themselves. Gems like these and stones as well that have water bubbles in them. When temperatures drop, those water bubbles will freeze over, and sometimes the gems will crack or even explode. And for the people themselves, they say that people have been planning their trips to Tucson all year long, and that they expect that these low temperatures won't keep them away. They tell me that they expect locals to stay indoors because they are not used to this kind of weather, but most of them are escaping snowy weather that is slamming much of the country right now. Retailers are gearing up to make some money from this cold snap by selling warm gloves and hats. This cold weather will be a surprise for many waking up this morning, but vendors are confident that they will come out and shop.
Cold weather can definitely always deter people in retail and sales, but a lot of people travel from afar to come here, and so I think they're really going to make it out. I think we'll see maybe a little bit slower sales, but again, I think we'll have some really good customers that are out having a good time because they're making the best of the situation.
And in the end, vendors tell me that Tucson's Gem Show is the biggest one in the world, and rain or shine, or even with this cold, that they will be out here and that they expect you will do the same. Reporting from downtown, I'm David Gonzalez, KOLD News 13, live, local, late breaking.
All right, stay warm out there, David. Taking a live look at your temperatures, giving you an idea what folks are braving out there. Well below freezing, 23 degrees in Tucson right now, as is in Sierra Vista. Colder as you get farther down there in Cochise County. We'll have your full forecast with Aaron Jordan in about 7 minutes. Now, as we experience these cold temperatures right now and in the next day, it's important to remember to protect our homes from the bitter blast. KOLD News 13's Courtney Colmar is live on the south side with more. Courtney.
That's right, Scott. We are live here in a Southside neighborhood now. The homeowners on either side of me, they're getting A's this morning because they are protecting their pipes. But if you were one of the many who didn't, you could be waking up to a mess this morning. Although you do have some time, because from what I hear from Aaron Jordan, tonight is going to be the night that you're going to need to worry about. So now is the time to act. A steady stream of people have been asking for pipe insulation at Naughton's Plumbing, and we're told it only costs a few dollars to protect your home from costly repairs over what will likely be a string of hard freezes.
And you'll wrap it all the way around your pipe wrap to whatever length you need, and then your pipe is protected.
All right, so we do have some pipe here, and I missed it. Nice throw. Okay, so here's what it looks like. This long pipe, you basically just cut down to the center of it. You snap it right around your pipe. You can wrap it with some duct tape as well. And if you don't want to go buy, spend some money on this, if you don't have time, you can also use blankets like these homeowners did. You could wrap some towels around that and then wrap duct tape around that as well. There's a lot of different options for you. So be sure to be doing that tonight. Now we're going to be reporting live here from the South Side. Courtney Carl, Mark, KOLD News 13, live local, late breaking.
Thank you, Courtney. Now, the bitter blast could increase produce prices at the grocery store as well. Nogales is the country's busiest port of entry for agriculture products from Mexico. Freezing temperatures go all the way down to Hermosillo, Mexico. And U.S. produce distributors say it could cause shortages and higher prices on things like various squash crops and bean crops. They expect things to turn around in about 2 weeks.
Well, we continue to bring you late-breaking weather news from across the country. A monstrous storm is delivering a knockout punch as it makes its way from Texas to Maine. Check out this new video just into our newsroom. Hundreds of drivers were stuck in snow for more than 5 hours overnight on Chicago's Lakeshore Drive. That's Lakeshore Drive. Police and fire crews use snowmobiles to rescue people from their cars and move them to warm city buses. It's all part of a massive winter storm blasting much of the nation with snow, ice, and strong wind. And let's check in on what's going on right now in Egypt. This is a live picture from Cairo, where anti-government demonstrators and Mubarak supporters are fighting in the streets. According to reporters on the scene, at first 500 of the president's supporters tried to force their way into Tahrir Square, but they are way outnumbered. Fists and feet flew, and some people also used sticks, clubs, and bars to hit other people. We're monitoring this situation in Egypt and our nation's late-breaking weather very closely this morning. And as updates come in, I'll be back to pass them along.
Well, Mindy, thank you very much. And KOLD News 13 time now is 6:37. It's Groundhog Day. So did Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow or not? We'll tell you about that coming up.
And a hockey team is up for sale. You got a cool $200 million in your pocket? Well, this NHL team could be yours.